Welcome to another podcast here in Sacramento, California. Today's special guest is Buster Scher, man, the man behind Hoops Nation, the legend. How you doing, brother?
I appreciate that, man. Thank you for having me. I'm excited. This is gonna be fun.
Absolutely. I saw that you were at the Yankees game yesterday. How was that experience overall?
It was fun, man. The Yankees won, so everybody went home happy. Despite the fact that the majority of the team, as of right now, is injured, they played pretty well. It was impressive, and Yankee Stadium's is as good as it gets.
Would you say that is the best baseball stadium in the U.S., or have you been to different ones where
I've
they've
been to a
left
bunch.
you?
It's a different experience. I think the time of year plays a pretty intense factor. The beginning of the baseball season at Yankee Stadium is not so great. The middle of the summer at Yankee Stadium is also not so great. But you find those in between pockets where the weather's fantastic. And Yankee Stadium has the best lounges out of any stadium. But I love San Francisco. I think even Citi Field is nice. I mean, Boston is historical. Uh, Philadelphia's. I mean, there are a lot of great baseball stadiums, but the Yankee Stadium is definitely up there at the top.
Before we get into some basketball talk, give my audience a little brief about you, the success you've had thus far in your career, and it's only going to get better from here on. But just tell my audience a little bit about what you do, and some of the stuff that you've done, and some of the stuff that you may be
Sure.
doing in the very near future.
Yeah, for sure. So I founded this basketball outlet called Hoops Nation. I host some shows for the NBA, do some athlete and management, digital distribution, do the same thing for some hip hop artists. Just start my own podcast, and yeah, man, I have fun around sports for a living. I'm very lucky.
Absolutely. Are you excited for New Balance's release today? They're releasing the Kawhi Leonard 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm ecstatic, bro. I don't know if you're just all Nike, but I'm messing with the New Balance. How about you?
I have not experienced, any New Balance hype just yet, but I'm looking forward to witnessing it, and I wish them nothing but the best. And it's about time Kawhi Leonard got his own shoe.
Absolutely. And talking about Kawhi Leonard, the Toronto Raptors tied the series 2-2 in Philadelphia, going back to Toronto for game five. Talk about the series a little bit. Do you think the Raptors will close this out in six
Yes.
or in seven?
Oh, whew. I thought you were just asking if they were going to close him out. I think seven. I think Philly will win at home.
Okay. Wait. Philly or Toronto?
Toronto's going to win at home, but
Okay.
Philly's also going to win at home.
Okay.
Everybody's
Okay.
going to win at home.
What about that series have you enjoyed the most? Has it been the Joel Embiid doing that whole soccer, Hulk Hogan type stuff, or is it just Kawhi's ability to just get wherever he wants? He's always so patient with the ball, and it just seems that nothing really phases this human being, man.
Yeah, man. Favorite part about the series has been the ups and downs. Seeing people after game one so confident about it. After game two, everybody flips. Game three, everybody flipped again. Game four, now everybody's saying Raptors after, that was not the case a week ago. But I just think it's a great series. I think so far, this series and then obviously Houston Golden State have been the two best.
How much do you think this this series will matter when it comes to Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard making their decisions this offseason? Because I know you're a big Knicks fan, and I know you have your eye on some of these top-notch free agents. How much does this series matter for these type of guys?
It matters a ton. If Kawhi Leonard makes the NBA Finals, he will not leave. If Boston theoretically made the NBA Finals, Kyrie is not leaving. Although the one that I love, Kevin Durant, regardless of whether they win the NBA Finals, regardless of whether they get knocked in the first round, don't make the playoffs, everybody could, leave. It doesn't matter. Kevin Durant is gone.
Is he going to the Knicks or is he going to the Nets?
I think he's coming to the Knicks. That's what people are saying.
Okay, so what about that makes you so confident knowing that you have the worst owner in sports? You have a very new front office. Just what makes you so confident?
Hey man, you just named 2 negatives right there. I'm gonna name some positives. They
What's
play
the
in
positives?
the world's greatest arena, Madison
Okay,
Square
one.
Garden, the world's most famous arena, one of the best fan bases, one of the
Okay.
biggest markets for advertising sake, for TV, for fame, celebrity, and fortune. And if you win a title with the Knicks, you are so much better off than if you won a title with any other team. You will be remembered as the GOAT of GOATs.
So you're
The
selling them
GOATiest.
geography, just like the Lakers are, but can you sell them winning?
No, we can't. He has to sell that to us. That's his job. And that's what's going to make him a legend. He's got to come in and be like, man, this is how great I am. I'm going to turn this crappy team into a great team. That's what he's got to do. And if he's not doing that, we don't want him.
So you see, hypothetically speaking, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and then you guys magically winning the #1 pick and going with Zion or what?
Not magically. We're going to rig it. We have a 14% chance on May 14th in Chicago. I feel all right about it. The top 2 would be nice. But I don't necessarily see Kyrie coming. I could see Kevin Durant, Chris Middleton. I could see a couple different guys sliding into that spot. D'Angelo Russell, don't sleep on that to the Knicks. I think there are a couple options for that, but I like the Mitchell Robinson, Kevin Durant, Zion combo trio. I think it's going to be a good
Knox.
Yeah.
So, are you not high on Kevin Knox?
I'm not blasted on, Kevin Knox, but I like him. I think he's got a lot of potential. He's young, very, very young. His shot could use a little work, but then again, LeBron's shot could use a little work when he first came into the league. So, there's potential.
His shot can still need a lot of work. I mean, dude shoots 68% from the free throw line.
Yeah, it's true.
So we have the Nuggets going at it tonight, Game 5 in Denver. How have you seen this series? It's 2-2. Who do you think is going to win the series?
That's another tricky one. I think Portland's going to pull it out just from pure playoff experience. I think that's one of the main things that I found most interesting about the Spurs-Denver Spurs-Nuggets series was that for how much better on paper the Denver Nuggets are, how much more skilled they are in a player-by-player comparison down to San Antonio, the San Antonio Spurs have so much experience, bleeding down from the coaching staff to the players, DeMar DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge. These guys have been there. They have done that to some extent at this point in the postseason. The Denver Nuggets, this is very much a first. So I think with that being said, I think it's very similar between the Portland Trailblazers and the Denver Nuggets. Yet the Portland Trailblazers are also, an impressive team on paper. Unlike, how I would compare the San Antonio Spurs to them. So I have the Portland Trailblazers pulling it out on raw veteran experience. But it's going to be a good series.
In 6 or in 7?
What's up?
You see them winning in Game 6 or in Game 7?
Probably 7.
So you see them going into Denver, to Mile High, and just putting the Nuggets away at home.
The Spurs almost did it.
That's true. That's true. It's just a difficult place to play. And I honestly believe if they win the series, it's going to be in 6. It has to be in 6. I'm a big Dame Lillard fan. I believe he's the most clutch player in the NBA. Now, I want to hear your thoughts on that.
The most clutch player in the NBA or in the playoffs?
In the NBA.
I think Kevin Durant's the most clutch player in the
NBA.
Even after last night. I think Damian Lillard is the most clutch player in the playoffs.
Are you saying that because he's a potential Knick, or do you really mean that?
No, I really mean that. In the regular season, I'm taking Kevin Durant over anybody with the ball at the end of the game. In the postseason, I'm taking Damian Lillard.
Okay, that's fair. Who would you say is a top 3 then? So you got KD, you got Dame, and then who would be your third? Steph, Kyrie?
Kyrie in the regular season is nasty, especially at the end of games. James Harden's not bad.
Right.
D'Angelo Russell is pretty nice in Brooklyn at the end of games.
He is. I saw it firsthand in Sacramento when he put up that crazy amount of points. I forget how many it was now, but that fourth quarter was insane. They were down by so many points, and he kept pointing at, we're gonna win this game, and they really won that game, which is insane.
Kawhi Leonard, I put Kawhi in my top 5 for
No
most clutch
doubt.
players in the NBA. So yeah, I think that's probably my list.
So Warriors, Rockets. The Rockets tied the series yesterday. You still got the Warriors, right?
Yeah.
In 6 or in 7? 7.
Yeah, I don't think, even if the Golden State Warriors, which I think they will, win their game at Oracle in a couple of days, I think Houston's going to win at Toyota Center, and then I think they're going to come back, and Golden State's going to take in 7.
Talking about the Rockets a little bit, how did you feel when they came out with that report about them complaining about last year's series and about all these calls? At what point do you say, guys, just stop complaining, just play the game? How frustrating was it, or was it frustrating for you to see them literally come out with that type of report right before Game 2?
If I were a Warriors fan, it would be frustrating. I just want good basketball. On the court is on the court. Off the court is, a bunch of people that don't play the game of basketball, making decisions, thinking, something can push the ball forwards. But at the end of the day, James Harden's going to make shots. Kevin Durant's going to make shots. Refs are going to miss some calls on both sides. And whoever makes the most shots wins. That's how it's always going to be. That's how it should be.
That is the essence of basketball. Whoever scores the most points wins the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can't argue that.
So Bucks Celtics yesterday, Giannis Antetokounmpo cemented, I think, the series. He was dominant. To me, he's been the most dominant player since Shaq, and it's insane because he is just so skilled on the perimeter, but he's such a beast inside the paint. Do you feel that the Bucks have a legitimate shot to beat the Warriors in the NBA Finals?
Repeat the question, please.
Sorry, do you feel that the Bucks have a legitimate shot to beat the Warriors in the NBA?
Not to beat the Warriors, but to make the NBA Finals and make it a good series. Yeah.
Okay, so after watching this Rockets series, you don't think the Bucks really have a shot against the Warriors?
Everybody has a shot.
But you just
Golden State Warriors have 5 guys with a shot.
Okay. So Mitchell Robinson, Kevin Knox, I know a lot of people want you to be president in 2020. Would you make Mitchell Robinson the starter next year, or would you bring back DeAndre Jordan on a 1-year deal?
If I was president of the United States, I would make Mitchell Robinson Secretary of Defense. But
Right.
If I was Knicks president, I would also make him Secretary of Defense. He's a beast. I actually like him more than I like Kevin Knox. I like Scher as well. It's a really, really good young core. I think there's a lot of potential. Do I keep all of them? Do I move any of them? Right now, I keep all of them. I think they all potential. I have nothing bad to say about any of them.
So what's in the near future for you, man? What type of projects are you working on?
Yeah, podcast is big. We're doing a couple of podcasts a week now. It's going to be called The Buster Show. We're just stacking episodes right now, but we record them out of uninterrupted. So it's a cool setup, 3-camera setup, video and audio, all platforms, and it's just a 90-minute interview with somebody that I want to learn from each time.
Is that in studio, or are you guests in studio?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all in studio. Yeah, man, just having fun. You know how it is.
Absolutely, man. Anything else you want to talk about? Any plugs? Where can people find you? Where?
Find me on Instagram @Buster.
That's it. Stole that username. It's a great username to have.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
All right, Buster. Appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much, and I'll be talking to you soon.
Of course, man. Pleasure.